Hello, this is Dr. Young. I'm going to go over your week 8 assignment. Okay, for your paper. Focusing on social media and or privacy research, discuss one or more ethical problems common to the workplace. This is so I want you to definitely focus on social media. Look at ethical decision making in relation to social and business outcomes. Papers which use examples and reference current real life situations will earn higher grades than those who are not. I'm just reading this. You're going to look for something, a current ethical issue with social media and or privacy. There should be plenty of things for you to write about. You can't use the Penn State. But you're going to do the research for that, and you got to write a 5 to 7 page description of it. I mean, this is kind of, there's so many things about privacy. I don't know, your Facebook, they're always changing their, whatever site to where you don't know what's going to show and what's not. I mean, the Sony hack, that's a big one. I mean, I could go on and on. Privacy research, I just read something about how some Android, there's some Android virus that will let the phone record you with their camera, even though you think the phone is off, which totally creeped me out when I read it, even though I don't have Android. Still, that is just crazy. I mean, just things like that. There's so much fodder out there. You could just go on probably a keyword search and find a million things. So this should be easy to find material on. So I want you to talk about that. I want you to discuss it. I want you to look at every side of it. I want you to talk about how it affects the general public. I want you to tell me how it affects stakeholders, users, business the business as a whole, maybe other businesses, freedom. I mean, privacy. We can go on and on. There's lots of things to discuss. So you should be able to do this. This is a very open-ended, and it's going to, student A and student B and student C are going to give me completely different things, and that's what I want to see, as long as I'm seeing you using concepts from the text and the class. That is the key. When I'm reading your papers, I want you to talk about these things. I want you to have, I want to hear what you think about them, but I do want you to apply the knowledge you've learned in this class in these papers, and I do look for that. Please don't be vague in general. I don't want a 5 to 7 page paper about your opinion. I need you to apply what you've learned, and I will be looking for that in your papers. The rest of it is the same as the first paper. You will be finding a case and taking a side. You will be defending that side with what you've learned in this class. Again, here, pull this up right here and use it as a checklist. You will see here what I'm looking for. Look at the ethical decision making, I'm sorry. Take a position, defend it, source it, do the research, once you find your topic, your event, whatever case you're going to look for more sources about it, look for more perspectives about it. There's going to be a lot of times when these things happen, there's a million authors writing things about it. But if you're going to use a source like that, make sure it's a reputable source, like Business Week or Forbes or something where these people are writing. They write for a living. They can you can talk about other people's perspectives on this as well as your own to give me a well-rounded view. But make sure that the source is credible, because I don't want to see someone's blog that you never heard of. That's really not what we're looking for this type of paper. Again, this is so open-ended that, I can't tell you exactly how to write it, except I can tell you what structure we're going to use. I can tell you what I'm going to be looking for in the paper, and I have. So, again, what I would do when I start this paper is look for a case or some type of situation to write about. do more research, find more perspectives on the same topic, read them, mine out what you want to use out of that, what you agree with. You might have a paper where you're arguing for a side, but you're going to present the other side's argument as well, and you're going to discredit it. Well, that's fine. But, here's what you need to think about what kind of structure you're going to present to me in the paper, and make sure that what I want you to do, I want your opinion, I want your side of it, but I absolutely want the most of this paper is you're convincing me of a side, and you have to have some valid, credible, supporting evidence, and that's what you're going to do for this paper. That's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Feel free to submit the paper Friday night before midnight. If you would like me to give you some early feedback, I'll be happy to do that. I will tell you if you're on the right track. I'll tell you if you're not. But that's pretty much it. Any questions or concerns? Email me, text me. Thanks, and have a great night.